West Lafayette officials are making plans to expand. Later this year, they hope to annex a large piece of territory where the new US 231 is being built that would roughly double the city's area. The mayor says it's time to grow. This barren stretch of land and road is attracting a lot of eyes.
What our intention is to take the new 231 and follow the new 231 development.
For now, the new US 231 under construction is outside West Lafayette city limits, but Mayor John Dennis hopes that all changes by the time it's ready to open.
231, as soon as it's finished, that's going to be another gateway into our community.
A community with about 30,000 residents on less than 8 square miles. A density of almost 4,000 residents a square mile. Dennis says it's the most dense city in Indiana and the 27th most dense in the country. He says the city currently has to turn some developers away because there's just no room.
That to me says that it's time to grow.
Dennis says the proposed annex would add mostly fields and woods along with 7,000 residents, including here in Pineview Farms. For those 7,000, annexing means a trade-off. Higher taxes for more services like city fire protection, trash pickup, and street clearing services. And instead of sheriff's deputies responding, police officers would.
That would be great to get some more services, police, fire, a little bit better out here. The trash would be better too.
So you're willing to pay a little extra for that?
I think so. I think the perks would definitely outweigh the tax increase.
One thing that wouldn't change are school districts, which are drawn independent of city boundaries. But what happens with Purdue is still up in the air. Because the land is owned by the state, it may matter little.
And the dialogues are going very well, but they're just right now dialogue.
As for a timeline, Dennis says he hopes to notify property owners this spring. If everything goes smoothly, the annexation could be complete by the summer. Dennis says no immediate infrastructure projects would be needed, and while he anticipates city jobs would be created, he's unsure how many or in what departments. But with developers already interested,
things are going to change here radically with 231, and we would like to have a strong voice in that change.
He says the time to act is now while this stretch is still barren.
We feel that the 231 corridor could be a very welcoming gateway into our community and into Purdue University. That's why we're focusing there.
More specifics as far as tax and personnel increases will be known later. Adding 7,000 residents would put West Lafayette in a larger city classification, which means, among other things, the mayor would no longer chair common council meetings and the clerk would be an appointed position, not an elected one. Dennis says annexing may not be over. He says the city may also explore adding land to the north and straightening out boundaries to the east along River Road in the next year or two.